Arizona Republican Senate candidate Kari Lake is starting her campaign months before the primaries set in July. The former Fox News journalist began her political career last year and has pivoted to the Senate after losing the gubernatorial election to Katie Hobbs last election season. KAFF News' Dave Zorn had the opportunity to sit down with the candidate. Kari Lake is hosting rallies across Arizona to get support from voters as she runs for a position in the U.S. Senate. Last week, she visited the church at Canyon Chapel in Williams to discuss her policies. The main issue with Arizona, border control.
The authorities cannot keep back the invaders who are pouring in, so I'm extremely concerned about what I'm seeing down there. We've got to build the wall, not just a barbed wire wall. We got to have President Trump's big, beautiful wall.
Lake also addressed northern Arizona issues, such as wildfire mitigation. She says the federal government should look to indigenous communities.
You look at the bushfire that started a couple of years ago, and you look at how the tribal nations had done a lot of thinning and management of their forests, and then you look at the areas where the federal government was in charge, and it's night and day.
She criticized the federal government's use of funds on overseas conflicts instead of problems she sees in the U.S.
People in D.C. are fighting to get more money to Ukraine when we have an issue here with our forest management. We have a wide open border. We have crime that's soaring. We have a water problem that we can solve if we put our efforts into it. All of the money so far we've poured into Ukraine could have solved all those problems and then some.
To this day, Lake still claims she won the race for governor in 2022, even though the evidence clearly shows otherwise. Despite her claims of voter fraud, Lake still encourages everyone to vote in the upcoming election.
We have to make it too big to rig, as President Trump says. There's only so many ballots they can manufacture. If they've got real people voting, it's going to be really hard.
The primary election for Senate in Arizona will be on July 30th. Makayla Richardson, NAZ Today.